Hello, it has been quite a while, and well, as I said, let's jump into my next video, pun intended, about my Mario games. So Mario has been through it all, let's be honest. Platformers, RPGs, sports, go-karting, partying, just overall vibing. And I realized Mario went through so much that I wanted to originally make a top 10, but I'm like, no, let's do a top 20. So as I said, this is my personal opinion. Only actual Mario games, nothing like Yoshi's Island or Luigi's Mansion or Donkey Kong Country or the Wario games. I might talk about those types of games another day, but for all that said, let's go! Weird to think the most gritty looking Mario game is a freaking soccer game. But hey, I love this game. And I wish I got a sequel that really lived up to the legacy of this one. Oh well, what I like about this and a few other Mario sports games, some of which are on the said list, is it isn't taking a sport and just copy-pasting Mario characters. No, it has its own unique twist on it. In this game, well, it has stuff you wouldn't see in an average Mario game, that's for sure. With stylish super moves, greatness, and banger character themes, Mario Strikers Charge is certainly a game to remember. If only it got a true sequel to live up to it. But my favorite Mario sports game on the Wii is Mario Super Sluggers. I don't really understand baseball well, but I understand this one well, and it's a total blast. I fucking love it. The campaign mode is fun. The cutscenes have that Mario sports charm with Wario and Waluigi getting abused. And my god, the fucking roster. Due to baseball having large teams, it only made sense, but this roster had a bunch of Mario species, including numerous minions in their alternate colors, a whole bunch of Donkey Kong characters, and our main staples. Part of this game's huge charm is doing that, like having a squad of King K. Rool and Dark Bones. I don't know, this game is so fun. I hope the right team handled making a sequel to this, you know. Yup, my first controversial pick of this list. While yes, I absolutely love Super Mario World, I honestly don't like it as much as the others. Not saying it's bad, absolutely not. It's just, I love that there's more. My biggest problem with this game, honestly, it's not the most balanced. Like some levels, mainly special levels, are brutally hard. But 90% of the brutally hard levels can be completely achieved with the Cape by the Boo Yoshi combination. So there's no easy middle ground, you know what I mean? On a lighter note, I love how this game encouraged exploration of secret exits and worlds. Sure, other games had them before and after, but not to this extent. I also definitely have nostalgic attacks in this game, but another side-scroller I could say the same for, but more. Here it is, my favorite Mario sports game. I fucking love this one. To be honest, it's just chef's kiss, you know? Also, my love for Final Fantasy kinda helps with this one. This honestly doesn't feel much like a basketball game, since there's so many quirks and new gameplay mechanics. It kind of became its own thing. And this game definitely gets hard, but in a fun way. Also, banger soundtrack. So yeah, my favorite sports game. Also, Mario really did pop off on the DS. 3D World is a game that honestly only gets better as time goes on. To be honest, I always love multiplayer characters with varied styles and platformers. I personally vibe with Luigi. And I love how it doesn't go for the generic World 1 grass, World 2 desert, etc. compared to stuff like New Super Mario Bros. The co-op is personally more fun too. The music is also super jazzy and fun. Now for the upgraded attack from Bowser's Fury. Oh my god, I love how metal it presents itself. Plus it finally gave Bowser Jr. more of an identity again. Not much else to say, but hey, a fun kickback game. Now this right here is my favorite side score. Mainly due to nostalgia, I don't know. The Mario Advance 4 version of Super Mario Bros. just hits different. I played the fuck out of this game, especially on long car rides. I also love the show attaches that I unironically thought was peak fiction as a kid, but that's a topic for another day. Anyways, back to this game. It's fun. I love it. It always felt smooth, and another good kickback game. I also liked how Mario 3 established so many things like Boos, Dry Bones, Raccoon-related stuff, and Giant Worlds. Great game, but just barely top 15. Now, time for my favorite Mario and Luigi game, that being Bowser's Inside Story. Superstar Saga was actually my number 21. I told you this list is hard to make. 1, this is my favorite soundtrack. 2, best pacing. 3, best humor. So this was the most well-rounded game to me. Oh, in any game that gives Bowser Spotlight, it seems to pop off. More on those later. Fawful is one of my favorite Mario villains, and you see him get the upgrade here, it's fun. Mario and Luigi fun to play as like usual. Overall game that's like really fun, but there's some other RPGs I prefer. This game makes me pull my hair out for reasons others have mentioned. again and again. But I still love it for the good aspects, like exploring the areas, the secrets, messing around. Okay, a lot of it is my nostalgia bias, but who cares? I will always love this game. It's a vibe, you know. I think what really makes this game is it does have consistency of the tropical theme. It didn't cop out having an Arctic and a tropical game. And this game has its own identity of species, as well as bringing them over to spin-offs and stuff. I'll talk more about this another day, but overall, a fun, but at the same time, aggravating vibe. For my favorite Mario Party in Nintendo 64, it's an obvious choice. Ain't one for sure. And two, while I love it, it honestly isn't as fun as the fandom makes it out to be, so it's easily Mario Party 3. Mario Party 3 to me is when they really got it down, with every board except one being super fun, mostly great mini games, the unique side mode of this game being actually very fun. And oh, how can I forget this game brought fucking Waluigi to Mario Party, with his own unhinged island as a board, and oh, I guess it brought Daisy too. Most Mario Parties have that unique theme, 2 being costumes, 4 being actual parties, 5 being dreams, 6 being time of day, 7 being vacation. This one has that, I'm not sure how to explain, but a pop-up storybook feel. My second favorite Mario Party game, and don't worry, we'll get to my favorite soon. Our first of 3 Mario Kart games on here, and I love this one, but it has some problems. Let's address this. First off, the retro tracks in this game, well, a lot of them are honestly ass. For every GBA Sky Garden, there's like 2 Choco Island 2s. And while Mission Mode is overall cool, my biggest problem is the lack of variety sometimes. Like, I wish they used unlockable characters and other cards besides generic ass standard card. But on the good, the new tracks popped off like Waluigi Pinball, Airship Fortress, Tic Tac Clock. I mean, I did make a video on all of this. The card concepts are my favorite, with references like Robbles, Poltergust, Rambi, and others being wacky as fuck, like a tank, tractor, and an excavator. The emblems I wished returned in more games, though I can understand why they didn't, because let's just say people definitely drew some not good symbols. The staking mechanics, though not intentional, were fun as hell. Also, first Mario Kart game I completed, so that does count for something. Okay, so actually, this is my favorite side score. What you gonna do about it? What I love about this game is, it isn't afraid to be edgy. Like, one point a world literally gets destroyed, then you visit said destroyed world, then you get sent to hell. I also love how this game mixes up RPG elements and platformers. While I prefer the original style, more on that later. But anyways, back to this. It still has a lot of charm in the first 2. Like original characters, unique locales, and of course, amazing soundtrack. There are some annoying parts, like the fact some NPC dialogue just drags on and on. Every chapter seems to have that one level where it intentionally aggravates you. But overall, a game I love. It may be different, but still great. It also has Mr. fucking L. I just wish him and Luigi met. I mean, they do look awfully familiar. I said it once and I'll say it again. Mario 64 DS is an improvement over the original. With multiple playable characters, less tedious 100 coin stars, mini games, and just easier to play, to be honest, despite the controversial controls. I really think choosing which one is better is depending on which one you primarily grew up with. So for me, it's this game. Also, my love for Luigi over Mario was mainly caused by this, because my god is he broken. And that's a good segue into minigames. My god, do I love them. With Luigi being iconic with gambling, you know, back when children's games allowed this. My first and favorite Mario game on the Nintendo DS. My favorite GameCube Mario Party and my favorite in general was, without a doubt, this one. Holy fuck, I love this one. To me, it has the perfect balance. Simple but incredibly effective gimmick of the day-night cycle, which brings me into the boards. It says a lot when my least favorite board is just alright. They're all amazing otherwise, with Clockwork Castle being my favorite board ever. Best minigames ever? Sure, there are like 2 completely luck-based minigames. That's true of like literally every Mario Party. There are so many goated minigames like Lift Leapers, Ras and Rapids, Granite Getaway, What Goes Up, Rocky Road, Control Stick, and many more. I also play this one the most, so you can tell it's definitely my favorite Mario Party game. Mario Odyssey was a game I was super hyped when it was first announced, and it did not disappoint. I got a lot of, Banjo-Kazooie vibes from this, from exploring and collecting items like moons and currency. The capture mechanic was genius, and made even water levels naturally fun. And oh my god, how could I forget the fun kingdoms? There's the obvious Metro Kingdom, but other fun kingdoms included Wooded Kingdom, and like Bowser Kingdom, they're so amazing too. And I love like alternate outfits, of course. Like so many references too. Like Mario Odyssey is just a really naturally fun game, but in terms of platformers, well, there's two others that beat it. And here are the two others. Yeah, I couldn't decide which galaxy I liked more for a while. I liked one more than I liked two for a while, but then I kept going back and forth, so screw it, why not both? Anyways, these are by far my favorite Mario platformers. Best soundtrack, best gameplay, best consistency in general. Let's start talking about 1. Mario Galaxy 1 really nailed that space feel. This focused more on the quality levels compared to the sequel with 15 major galaxies, most being great and such. The boss fights being better here. While the best missions here are better than the worst are definitely worse than the sequel's worst. As to the sequel, it's more consistent, and while it does have a nostalgia pandering to it with some aspects, it's not too in your face, to be honest. And honestly, it looks feels like a celebration of Mario at the time. It really nails it there too. Also, I'd rather go find obscure areas for more stars rather than, doing the same game again twice. So overall, both great games. And this will be wild, not a single platformer made my top 5. If I made this video at this point last year, then Mario Kart Wii would actually be my favorite Mario Kart game. But alas, DLC and another entry gave it the silver medal, which obviously isn't bad at all. Anyway, this game is a fucking banger. Honestly, my favorite set of new courses like Coconut Mall, Toad's Factory, Moonview Highway, Maple Treeway, Koopa Cave, TK Summit, Rainbow Road. Okay, I'm railing. And it's the point where the worst Wii courses are really just bland or least good. As for retros, while it'll pop off like a certain other game, they still have some certified ass bangers like N64 Bowser's Castle, Delfino Square, DK Mountain, and Waluigi fucking Stadium. This game gave birth to my Mario Kart main, Funky Kong. My god, so much to love, and despite my love for this game, I will say one Mario Kart game did indeed beat it. After the Wave 6 DLC, this is now my favorite Mario Kart game. My god, this game came a long ass way. To be my second favorite to the baby, my favorite Mario Kart 2L, now my favorite Mario Kart game. So many great new courses like Bluffing Grove, Mount Warrior, Cloud Top Cruise, View City, Big Loop, Yoshi Island, and more. Hell, not only does this game is actually have so many of my favorite courses like DK Mountain, Taco Mountain, multiple rainbows, and Waluigi fucking Stadium. It also did massive facelifts with so many murder tracks. How it makes Strober Lane good. The customization goes more varied here. Physics are great. My god. This game is so amazing. Like, this is my favorite Mario Kart game. And this is actually my favorite Mario game ever that isn't an RPG. Mario in a Final Fantasy style RPG is such a novel concept, but my god, it's such a novel concept that inspired many more games. As for which version, well, not gonna lie, it's both. I love the remakes and new additions, but not gonna lie, they made the game a little too easy at points. But oh well, it's still a real good game, but you can't go wrong with both versions. This is definitely the most unique Mario RPG, which is ironic because it's the most like a traditional RPG. I love the unique characters and bosses here, as well as in my opinion, one of the best overworlds in RPG, period. Which is the perfect combination of Mario and Final Fantasy feel. This is also my favorite Peach in the series for being an amazing healer. And how can I forget my boy Gino? Yeah, I wish he appeared more. I guess Mallow was cool too. And Bowser being playable at this point in its history is quite a novel concept. Overall, great game, but it will have to settle for the bronze medal. My second favorite Nintendo 64 game is also my second favorite Mario game. It can probably figure out number 1 from here. But back to this. Paper Mario 64, like, it just has that lovable storybook charm and music that puts a smile to my face. Art style that's charming, and honestly, very few games are consistently fun as this. Like, compared to the sequel, there's not as many extreme highs, but not as many extreme lows either. And I'm gonna say it, but I actually prefer this game's soundtrack to the sequel. Oh shit, I went there. I played this game God knows how many times, like, I guarantee you, I will play it again this summer. But while this game is amazing, one game, especially as of late, definitely beat it. And I think you know what this will all lead to. Well, without further ado said, let's get to number 1. Yup! For years it's been my favorite Mario game. And now, the remake only pushes forward. Oh my god! I fucking love it! Paper Mario, the 1,000-year fucking door! My god, let's take the original, add more story, into individual stories. So much could be great inspiration for creative writers out there. The partners felt more like characters, most have their own individual arcs, which deals with topics that are pretty bold for a Mario game like prejudice, depression, and self-confidence. The other NPCs like Boston and characters use all of their own lore too. The battle system is slightly enhanced, all for the better. My god, this game is amazing. And what's that? The Switch version made everything better? Hell yeah, it did. It made the soundtrack even more hard, fixed some of the infamous backtracking, and more side content. My god, this game is freaking lit and then some. Without a doubt, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is my favorite Mario game ever. As you can see, I was short, sweet, and to the point of these entries, mainly because of the top 20, but yeah, I am back, and I got a few more videos planned within the next 20 days. For those, well, only time can tell. Have a great day, honey bubbas.